Good morning, guys. So in today's video, I am going to be showing you a day in my life as a church secretary. I'm in the garage right now, which is why it's so dark, and it's shortly after 8 o'clock. Today I'm working 8:30 until noon. So I'm about to get on the road, and I will talk to you guys again once I'm at the church. So I'm at the church now and walking through the hallway. But I wanted to check and see if I have any mail, because that's what I do. So the mailboxes are over here. And my mailbox is empty, so no mail. So now I'll go up to my office. Okay, so as you can see, I turned the printer off of power save mode and I started my computer. So now what I'm doing is checking my emails, because normally what happens is the pastor will tell me via email if she has something that she needs me to do, or like this email right here, I had left her a bulletin for this upcoming Sunday, and she's just telling me that everything looks fine and I just need to change a couple of things, and she wants me to hold off on printing off the bulletin because she's not going to be in today, and she wasn't in on Monday when I was here. Today's Wednesday. So basically she goes out of town on Wednesdays. So she wants me to hold off on printing the bulletin, because normally what I do is on Mondays I come in, I either work on the bulletin or add finishing touches to the bulletin, and then I will wait until Wednesday, because people can add announcements and prayer requests and things up until Wednesday, which is today. So all the announcements are the same. I just have one person to add to the prayer list. And then normally what I would do on Wednesday is I would print it off, but she wants me to hold off on it because our treasurer hasn't entered the offering into the system. So yeah, normally, like I said, I would print them off today, so then everything would be ready to be put in pews tomorrow. But she doesn't want me to do that because, like I said, the treasurer hasn't entered the offering into anything yet. So since she said that she wanted me to add somebody to the prayer list, I'm going to go into our bulletin files and find this week's bulletin. We do our bulletins all in Microsoft Publisher. So I'm going to go in here, delete this, and I'm going to add this person, to the prayer list like it was requested. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll check in with you guys in a little bit. So another thing that I like to do when I come in is I check the phone, because I'm responsible for answering the phone when I'm here, obviously, but I'm not always here since I only work 3 days a week here. Um, so it says that I have 6 missed calls, and I don't have any messages because the answering machine shows it's a digital thing and it says 0. So what I like to do is go through the caller ID and clear it off so then I can see who called, and I can let the pastor know if anything looks important, and then next time I come in, then I'll know if there's any missed calls. We haven't been getting a whole lot of phone calls because we aren't doing like hall rental or anything like that, because we do have a fellowship hall that normally prior to COVID was available for rental, but it's not right now because of COVID. So we haven't been getting a whole lot of calls. The calls that we do get are not always when I'm here. So the pastor is here usually 5 days a week. Like today, she went out of town in the morning, but she will be back later in the afternoon because on Wednesday nights, she gets her sermon to me because we have people that I have to print the sermon off to and then mail it tomorrow when I mail them a copy of the weekly bulletin. So I'm just going to look through this and see who called. And now my missed calls are cleared. So since I'm not running off the bulletin today, and the pastor sent me the information for next week's bulletin, minus the hymns, because now that the organist is going to be back starting not this coming Sunday, but the Sunday after, since she's coming back, there's no hymn numbers because she picks her own hymns. So I'm going to get started on the bulletin for October 24th because I already have the one for the 17th done already. So I'm going to get started working on the bulletin for the 24th and just kind of get as much done as I can. Normally, the pastor will print me off. Well, she emails me this. I'm not going to show you the top part because it has the name of the church on here that I work for, but she will email me this and then I print it off, and it has like basically the whole service, and that is what I create our bulletin based off of. So I'm going to go work on that for a bit. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just doing a Google search for images that I can put on future bulletins, because what I do is I change the image that's on our bulletin every single week. And so since it's getting close to Thanksgiving, I'm trying to find something cute that would work for like our bulletin but not be too cartoony. Like something like this would be too cartoony. Like I want something that is sort of religious, obviously, because it's church, but something that is also, with the, what am I trying to say? Like with the holiday. So I want something that's religious, but I also want something that's going to match with Thanksgiving. So what I typed in was religious Thanksgiving clip art, and I'm just kind of going through and looking for that. We do have church service on Halloween this year, but since it's communion, I don't know if I'm going to have anything Halloween themed, because usually when it is a communion week, I do the clip art related to communion. So anyways, that's what I'm doing. Since I can't print off the bulletins, I can't like really show you guys that because that takes a little bit longer. And since I'm not doing it today, it's kind of hard for me to show you what I do. So this is what I'm doing right now. Okay, so it is 11:59. So I'm filling out my little timesheet. We don't have a time clock or anything here, so I worked 3.5 hours. So I'll write that down. And then from there, I take my little timesheet and put it in my desk drawer because I have my own little folder. And I just keep all my timesheets and papers and everything in there. And then put my pen away and shut down the computer. And then that's it. And then I won't come back until tomorrow. I'm sorry that I couldn't really show you guys me running off the bulletin or anything like that, because obviously since the pastor wanted me to wait, I can't really run it off yet because she wants me to wait. So I'm not going to show you me locking up my office or anything, but I do keep it locked because, like I said, there are only certain people who have access, because in all these filing cabinets, we have church records and all of that stuff and financial documents. So we obviously need to keep everything locked. But yeah, I'm going to get out of here. And I hope you guys enjoyed coming along with me on this day in my life at my church secretary job. If you're interested, I can also eventually do a day in the life at my other job, which is chronic care management and remote patient monitoring. That's a work from home job, so it's a little bit different because I actually have to come to work here with this job. But anyways, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you guys again in my next video.